Because people are doing it does not make it right. Let's talk about audio interface now. What is the concept of audio interface in the first place? The job of audio interface is to convert analog signal into digital signal so that you'll be able to use it, you'll be able to capture the audio for your recording and the case of when you want to do live streaming. Now, what is the major thing that you need to look out for when it comes to your audio interface? Sound card. One major thing that you need to look out for is the audio quality of the sound card. And don't forget, it has its preamp. So you have product that you trust their preamp over the other ones. But the point still remains that the major thing in sound card that you are looking out for is the sample rate and the bit rate. Now, what is sample rate? I'll be talking in a layman's language so that we don't talk too much of English. Myself, I don't even like talking too much of English. The sample rate is the amount of frequency that it is captured during the conversion process. What is bitrate? Bitrate is the amount of the data that is captured, the amount of data. So that is different thing. Sample rate, the amount of frequency. Bitrate, the amount of data. So the higher the data, the higher the bitrate, the higher the data. You get? Now, the higher the sample rate, the higher the amount of frequency that is being captured. I hope you get this now. Now, let's move further. When it now comes to recording, the standard of CD recording, standard is 44.1 kilohertz. The standard of recording, which you can decide to use any bitrate you want. 256 is a good bitrate. 128 bit per second is a good bitrate. But some people still prefer to go for higher bitrate and higher sample rate, which requires more data and more frequency you capture. The higher the sample rate, the higher the quality. Which is being said that 48.1 kilohertz is a professional standard. Does it mean 44.1 is not good? No, because at the end of the day, that your CD that you are playing, your MP3 that is going to all those your streaming platforms and all, they are still going at 44.1 kilohertz. I hope you get this now. Now, let's go further. When it now comes to live streaming, when I was telling you that you don't need a sound card before you live stream, if you have a video switcher, you are good to go. You can just send the signal from your mixing console, be it analog or digital, because your video switcher has an inbuilt audio interface. Sound card, it has it built in it, which means the work of that is to convert the analog signal being sent from your console, either digital or analog, sent to the video switcher, and the video switcher send it to the computer. You see why you don't need sound card. You need sound card in the studio if you want to record and you are using analog console. You need sound card. Why do you need it? I hope you get the concepts now. To convert the analog signal into digital signal so that your computer will be able to read it. That's the main purpose. Now, when you are now staying with the same purpose, you will now realize that sound card is just useless when you want to do live streaming. I see some people, you have a digital board and you are still buying sound card. Why are you buying sound card? I'll be talking, some people will be saying, no, you are too arrogant, so I do this one. It's because you are seeing so many people use it and you don't know the reason why they are using it. You don't even know sample rate. You don't know bit rate. You are arguing that, no, you need a sound card. You need this one. Now let's go furthermore. When it comes to live streaming, those your streaming platform, they have a minimum of, in fact, they have their maximum, or let me say, they have a recommended bit rate and sample rate that they can accommodate. Facebook says they can accommodate 44.1 kilohertz that Facebook recommend. They now said you can as well as use 48.1, 48.1K, the sample rate. And they said their bit rate, you can do 128. 128. That's what they said they want, 128. But for YouTube said you can do, the sample rate can be 44.1 or 48.1, which is the professional standard, which Facebook will also take in. What about the bit rate? YouTube is saying that their bit rate, they can take 256 recommended. And I say 128 is not bad. You can even do 360 and above. But what they recommend is 256. Now, what we are going to focus more when it comes to streaming is the sample rate. That is the amount of frequency that is being captured. Now, when you have a 48K HZ, 48 kilohertz, that is a professional audio, which this 48 kilohertz is what your video switcher will convert the analog signal coming. They will convert it to 48K. That's the highest your video switcher can do. And that is the highest your streaming platform can take. When it comes to bitrate, the bitrate is left to you to decide the amount of data you want to spend, you want to use. If you use 128 bit per second, bit per second, it's good. Your streaming, your video switcher will allow you to do as many as possible that you want to use. It's your data. Don't forget that the streaming platform have their own recommendation. So if you are now saying that you want to buy sound card, my brother, if you have the money, go and buy. I will not tell you not to buy because you have the money. But I can easily tell you it's a waste of money. If you have your video switcher, use your video switcher instead of buying extra sound card. That sound card you want to buy, if you had the money you want to use to buy the video switcher, you can increase the capacity of the video switcher you want to buy. It's as simple as that. But because some certain people have been buying sound card everywhere, left, right, and center, feeling like, oh, if you don't use the sound card, the audio quality will not be good. Who tell you that? I'm very sure with this viewpoint of mine, I've been able to educate you. This is not a debate though, but I've been able to educate you that the quality of your audio is not determined by the sound card that you want to go and buy. The quality is determined by the sample rate and the bit rate. It does not mean you will have a noise coming from that the sound card will protect you from not having that noise. You will still have it. And with this thing I'm still saying now, a lot of you that you have agidi that is that old thing that you know that someone is just buying it, you just go and look at they use them, you just go and buy it too. You don't even know the reason why the person is using it. I was saying in our group, WhatsApp group yesterday night that myself, I'm using a sound card. And for me using a sound card, I have my reasons for using that sound card. Because when we started streaming in my church, we had a capture card which does not have audio interface, or let me say sound card. It does not have it. So I don't have a choice than to buy a sound card to be able to, and we are using analog console. So I don't have a choice than to buy a sound card so that I can easily convert my analog signal into digital signal for my computer. And when I got the video switcher, I continue using the sound card because I'm still used to it. It does not mean I cannot use the audio on my video switcher. And it's even taking more ports because my computer is Mac and it's Type C. I have a dongle that can only take 2 USB. I cannot even add flash drive. I cannot. Just imagine that I've added my video switcher, the audio to my video switcher, because the OBS I'm using can easily recognize the audio interface of my video switcher. You see the reason why you don't need sound card. Don't stress yourself. Sound card is expensive. Leave sound card for those doing music production or those home music producer. Leave it to them. Let them be buying it. You that you want to stream in your church, save your money and don't buy sound card. Your video switcher will do the work. You have a digital console. You are still buying sound card. No, what's wrong with you? They will still be talking. You will still be doing agidi. You will still be saying, no, this one. Okay. If you feel like sound card gives you better audio production, aside from this thing I told you just now, comment in the comment section and tell us why sound card is the best. And take emotions out, because I'm not adding emotion now. I'm just telling you fact. I'm telling some people not to buy, not to waste their money in buying it. If you have the money that you want to go and waste, my brother, go and buy it. Go and buy it. I will not. In fact, if you are the type that you trust your money with people like me, I will even buy a hard money. I will still chop your money. That's what I will still do. But I'm telling you to your face that you don't need it. If you have a video switcher, you don't need it. If you have a digital console, you don't need it. You get the point. But if you are using capture card, you can buy it. And I will still advise you, don't even stress yourself. Just connect it directly to your computer. Buy that small adapter that they are buying. Use it to convert it. Just plug it directly and be doing what you have to do. So when you have money to buy video switcher, you go ahead. This is just me saving you some little money. Sound card is expensive. Leave it for those people doing music production. Let them be using it because they need the phantom power on it. You don't need, all you just want that sound card to do is to convert the audio signal so that you can send it to your computer. Don't stress yourself. Send it to your video switcher and you are good to go. I hope you get the point now. If you like, you share. If you like, you comment. I don't talk my own.